or with your upline. It's not an accident that you are exactly where you are in your journey in this very moment. So let's embrace where we are, yet let's gain some skills and some inspiration today to move forward in our Plexus business to achieve the goals that we have set for ourselves. God did not put any of us here to be mediocre. If He has placed a dream or a desire in your heart, then you absolutely have the means to achieve that dream. Do you believe? I believe. He brought you into this business, so what you do next with your business is up to you. You have to believe in yourself and believe that you can be successful. Right this very second, I want you to see yourself as a diamond ambassador. I want you to imagine what it would be like. Ask yourself the question, whose life would be changed if I reached that goal? Your life definitely would be changed. But how about your children? What about your spouse, your parents? What about your passions? If you could give abundantly to a cause that is important to you, what would that cause be? Now, imagine reaching your fullest potential with Plexus so that you can change those lives. I want you to believe that you can and then decide that you will. But you cannot do that if you do not have belief in yourself. So are there going to be obstacles? Have y'all faced some obstacles on your journey? Yes. But what good thing in life comes easy? You have to let yourself continue to dream bigger. And that's what we're going to do today. You have to put your focus on where you're going rather than on where you've been. So determine that today. I'm asking you to decide, where are you going? And then focus on that. Each one of you in this room should have your eyes set on goals. This is an attainable goal for each and every single person in this room. So what's the path? How are you going to get there? Tamara is going to share with you the tangible ways to grow your business, but I'm here to tell you that none of that will do anything for you if you do not get out of your comfort zone. Nothing good happens from staying in your comfort zone. I know that when we are pulled out of our comfort zone, it can be frightening at times, but I am here to tell y'all, it is so worth it. Get out of your comfort zone. Run, leap, jump out of your comfort zone. Make a decision today between your dreams and your fears. And when it seems like stepping out of your comfort zone is too scary, you need to grab hold tight of your why. What is the reason you're pursuing your business with Plexus? Is your family in debt? Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Are you broke as a joke? Do you have money for retirement? Do you have a savings for your kiddos' college fund? Are you passionate about missions, fostering, adoption? How about to help relieve the burden from your husband, from being the sole provider for your family? Identify your reason. Cling to it. And in those moments when you are questioning yourself, when you think you cannot make one more post on Facebook or share Plexus with one more person, when the doubt starts to creep in and the negative self-talk is beating you down, you remember the reason why. The reason why you are stepping outside the status quo to do more for your life and more for your family. Listen, we quit on ourselves all the time. It's easy to quit on ourselves. How many diets have you quit on? How many workout programs have you quit on? How many books have you read halfway through? What about those positive affirmations? Have you quit saying those to yourself? I can quit on me all day long, but I cannot quit on the children sex trafficked and abused in Thailand that we support. I cannot quit on those babies. There is no way that I can quit on my friends Larry and Megan Key, who we support that are missionaries in Ethiopia. I cannot quit, and I will not quit on my family and our dreams. It's not an option. So you have to make your why bigger than yourself. And once you know your why, then get out there and share it with people. Because what you're going to do when you share your reasons with others is you're going to become a vision caster for them. They'll think, wow, she really believes in this opportunity. What if it worked for me too? What if I could take the burden off of our family and just pay the car payment each month? When you talk to people, belief has a sound. And people can hear it in your voice. And I want you to let your why be your driver for building your business and your belief in yourself. Okay, I want y'all to do something for me. I was a teacher, so y'all hang with me, okay? I want you to grab a piece of paper, and I want you to rip it in half. Okay, it doesn't have to be big. Get a piece of paper, tear it in two. Okay, you're going to write on this piece of paper. Doesn't have to be big. Grab it and let y'all tear for a second. And then I want y'all just to be really silent for a minute. You're just going to have a moment with yourself. This is just you. I want you to be vulnerable and let yourself think. On one of the pieces of paper, I want you to write your biggest why for doing this business. Let yourself go there. Let yourself just dream really big. No why is too big for you. If God has put the dream in your heart, then He will give you the means to achieve it. So write that down. Okay. Once you have that, on the other piece of paper, I want you to write down the number one thing that you think is holding you back. What is it? Is it fear? Are you worried about what others will think of you? Are you afraid of failure? Are you too busy? What is the negative self-talk that is going on in your mind right now? Is it that I'm not good enough? I'm not young enough? Maybe I'm not old enough or smart enough? Or maybe I'm not as healthy as I should be right now? What is it? I want you to write it down. Okay, now I want you to hold up each piece of paper on either side. And I want you to look. You have one on your right, one on your left, and I want you to look at your why. Look at it. Does it give you energy? Does it light a fire in your belly? Does it make your heart beat a little faster? Does it bring tears to your eyes? Okay, now I want you to turn and I want you to look at your biggest excuse. Does it make you feel defeated, overcome, weak? Which one gives you more energy? Does your biggest excuse drain you of your energy? Do you feel like you're paralyzed when you think about it? And can you even remember what's on the other piece of paper? What we choose to focus on, where you put your energy, will either fuel you or it will shut you down. And what is so amazing is that in Plexus, we all have excuses and fears. But in Plexus, we're taught how to move through them instead of having our life go by us. And that's why personal growth and development and working on ourselves to develop the skills and belief in ourselves is so key. So that you do not fall into the majority, stuck and frozen by your excuses. So decide today that you are going to cling to your why and let nothing stop you from achieving it. And when you do that, you are going to stand a little taller. And that is good because people buy into you before they buy into this business. And they buy into you before they buy into these products. And if you have to, I want you to pretend that you are a diamond ambassador and you are making a 6-figure income with a huge business when you are talking to people. Be confident and decide today that you are done questioning yourself. Change your mindset from, I don't know if I believe that I can do this, to, I believe in myself and I know that I can do this. And then I want you to make that decision every single day until you see your why come to fruition. And I want you to fall in love with your Plexus journey. And I want you to be content with what you have while you pursue what you want. Comparison can lead to a low self-esteem really fast. You can't look to the left, you can't look to the right. Maybe things are a little bit slower for you. Do not let others' success determine what your journey looks like. Everyone's is going to look different. We all have a different set of circumstances and a certain set of skills. One of my friends was teaching with 5 kids as she built her business to Emerald. Others are working this business with no job and no children. You cannot compare the pace of one business to another because you are living your life and your circumstances as you build your business and grow. This is your business and your journey, and God has a plan for you. So trust in Him and His plan for you, because frustration will block you from your goals. Frustration is that gap between what we are experiencing and what we are expecting. So learn to be patient and get your expectations in line with reality. So many of us expect too little in the long run, and so many of us expect too much in the short run. I'm going to say that again. So many of us expect too little in the long run. We are building a team and a network that can potentially pay us a residual income for years to come. And yet we expect too much in the short run. We want it now. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. It didn't happen overnight for me or any of the diamonds or jewels that you see. So enjoy your journey. Believe in yourself, and you are going to get there. I have a friend in another company, and it took her 10 years to reach the top of the company. 10 years to reach the highest level. And the thing is, in this industry, that is normal. Now listen, I know you're used to seeing people in Plexus shoot to the top in 2 to 3 years, but I have people that have been on my team for over 3 years that are not Emerald yet. My sister is on my team. She's a senior Ruby. She's been with me since the beginning, and she is not Emerald yet. Do you think I don't have hope for her? She is going to be a diamond. I know it. Do you think that my friend in the other company regrets working hard for 10 years to achieve her rank? What else could you be doing that would bring your family this type of income and this type of freedom? I know for me, I was a teacher. I didn't have any other options available to me. So I want you guys to check your commitment. We're going to do a commitment check right now. Will you be here next year? Yes. Are you going to be at the Plexus convention next year? Yes. Because you are still working your business. Okay? Did y'all notice yesterday when they asked how many people for the first time have been here? Did you guys see how many people stood up? The same amount of people stood up last year when they asked that. Are you going to be here next year? What if you're still silver? I mean, I'm really asking you, will you be here next year? Your business doesn't look much different a year from now than it does today. Are you going to be here? Because this is the divider. So do a self-check. What are you saying to yourself as you hear me saying that to you? Are you thinking, man, if I'm still a silver, I'm out of here because my business isn't going as planned? Or are you saying, I am Plexus for life and I will not give up on my dreams? I will not give up on my why. And I will not give up on myself. You are a part of the opportunity of a lifetime. And here is what I know. There are just as many people going to bed at night, worried about how they are going to pay their bills, get out of debt. There are just as many people out there worried about those things as there are people out there that are worried about their health. And we have an opportunity that can take those concerns away. And it is our job to connect with their hearts and share this business with them so that they can receive a message of hope. And when you share with someone, I want you to change your mindset from thinking that you are doing something to them. For example, I'm bothering my friends by posting on Facebook. I'm annoying my network by sharing Plexus. Stop thinking that you are doing something to them and start thinking that you are doing something for them. If you think that you are bothering people, I need you to examine yourself and where your disbelief is. Examine your passion for our products and this opportunity, because you have in your hands a chance to change people's lives. I know you know people out there that need this opportunity and that need our products. Plexus is such a gift. And if you doubt yourself, others will too. Remember, belief has a sound. Decide that you are going to be here 1 year from now. Commit. Make it a business decision. If you went to the bank and you took out a loan to start a traditional business, you wouldn't quit after a year or 3 years. You would be all in. If it took you 1 full year from now to get to gold. Would it be worth it? The answer is yes. Absolutely, it would be worth it. No matter what the ups or the downs are, you are going to put your entrepreneurial hat on and make some long-term goals and quit expecting too much too soon. And tell those around you that you are committed so that they can hold you accountable. Commitment is what separates the dreamers from the doers. And I want you to take the word try, and I want you to bury it. Like, go in your backyard, dig a hole, and bury the word try. Just do it. Don't try. Okay, would you like an anesthesiologist to say to you, just before he puts you out for surgery, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to wake you up after the surgery, but I'm kind of tired. It's been a bad day, so I'm going to do the best that I can. You okay with that? Would you be like, sure, yeah, okay. Or would you be out of there and you would be looking for a new doctor, right? So don't try. Don't say try. You are going for it. And you are going to treat your Plexus business like the life-changing business that it is. And it is not going to be easy. It's not. This business is not easy, but it is simple. You just have to commit to the simple things and do them with excellence and consistency. The only thing that is holding you back is you. And it is worth it to troubleshoot, to wake up 30 minutes earlier to work your business, to work during your lunch hour, to take a few seconds every day to make that post on Facebook, to reach out to people, to be a product of the products, and to speak with conviction to others. Commit so that you do not close the door to your potential. I love this analogy. Did you know that bamboo only grows a couple of inches during the first 4 years, but during the 5th year, it grows 80 feet? Can you imagine? You might not get a customer or an ambassador your first year in Plexus. But don't quit before the good thing that is going to happen to you in your business happens. I want you to think about this business like you're digging for gold. If someone told you that you had 3 gold nuggets in your backyard, you would get out there and you would start digging, right? You might dig all day that first day because you're so excited you're going to find the gold nuggets. And you might be hot and sweaty and exhausted, and maybe you didn't find the gold nuggets that day. But you know that there are 3 nuggets back there somewhere. What are you going to do the next day? You're going to get out there and you are going to dig for that gold. What if 3 weeks later you didn't find any gold? You'd go out there every day, even if it was just for a little bit, until you found those gold nuggets. What if you found 1 after your first month? That would be awesome, right? Would you quit after you found your first? Heck no! There are still 2 more out there. It wouldn't matter how long it took you, but you would get to work in your backyard and you would find that gold. Now I want you to relate that to your Plexus business because it's very similar. The beautiful thing about our industry is that if you find a few strong people, you can build an amazing business. Most top income earners in our industry have been with their company 5 to 25 years, and most have sponsored 50 to 150 personally into their business. Okay, there are a few things that you've got to understand about this opportunity. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Y'all know that. Your life isn't going to change overnight. That's not what this company or this industry is all about. This is about longevity, persistence, perseverance through the difficult times. It's so true that the only way to fail at this business is to quit. 50 to 150 people, you guys. So here's what I want to say to you. You are not allowed to quit Plexus. You are not allowed to say, oh, I'm so glad that it worked for her, but it didn't work for me, until you have personally sponsored 100 people. 100 people. You are not allowed to quit until you personally have brought 100 people into Plexus, because if you sponsored 100, you are out there working. And if you are working, this business will work. And what if it took you 1 year? Okay, that would be amazing if you could sponsor 100 people in a year. Okay, that's like lightning super speed. But what if it took you 5 years? That's okay too. Because Warren Woodward talks about the law of averages. And the law of averages says that if you bring 100 people into this business, you are going to have some awesome power partners that join you along the way. If we were betting $100, okay, you have $100 to bet. We're in Vegas, right? So we're going to talk a little gambling, okay? And I have a little prop here. Can y'all see what this is? Penny, okay? And if I was going to flip this penny one time, would you bet your $100 that it would land on heads? Probably not, right? Because there's a 50% chance that it would, and a 50% chance that it wouldn't. But what if I told you that I was going to flip this coin 20 times? You might be willing to put that 100 down to see if it was going to land on heads one time, right? If I'm going to flip this coin 20 times, you think it's going to land on heads once? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. The law of averages says it's going to land on heads at least one time. What if I flip the coin 100 times? And all it had to do was land on heads one time. Would you bet your $100? Yeah, you guys would be begging me to up the ante. Let's make it 1,000. Because the law of averages says if you are going to flip it on heads at least once. And this is just like your business. You might talk to 20 people, and you have some dabblers, maybe you have some wholesale buyers, and people that are kind of interested, but if you talk to 40, then you have a better chance of bringing in someone who is really interested in working the business. If you double that, and you talk to 80, it increases more. And if you talk to 100, then you are going to find someone who needs what we have to offer, and that desires the freedom that Plexus can bring. So you aren't allowed to quit until you have sponsored 100. The beauty is that this isn't a race. Bring them in, teach them, train them, and then get them duplicating and get them started off right. And I have no doubt you will be successful. What I think that you'll find so interesting is what this has looked like for me in my business and for our team. And I want to show you the people that I have personally sponsored in this business. And then I want to give you guys a what-if scenario, okay? So here we have me. Okay, y'all see my graphic. That's me. And then we have Kim, and she's a sapphire on my team. I personally sponsored her, and she was the 20th person I sponsored into this business. Laura is a sapphire, and she was number 24. Kristen is an emerald, and she was number 29. Willie, my handsome hubby over there, was number 40, and he's an emerald. And Vicky was number 76, and she's an emerald. So these are the people that I've personally sponsored. So why do I tell you this? Number one, what if I would have quit after I personally sponsored 15 people into this business? Maybe I would be silver, maybe not. Our lives have changed because I kept going. And I'm going to get really extreme here. What if Kim, Laura, and Kristen never would have joined me? What if the rest of this would have looked the same? Okay, I sponsored Willie as my number 40, and then I placed Vicky under him as my number 76. Now, I also want to say that I sponsored Vicky 3 days after my 1-year Plexus anniversary. So you can see why my business has moved so fast. By year 1, I had sponsored 75 people direct to me. What if it would have taken me 3 years, 5 years, 6 years? It still would be worth it, and this is why. If none of these people would have joined me, then I hope and pray that I would have kept going with Plexus, and Vicky would have joined me at number 76. And if she did, and nobody else would have, then I would definitely 100% be an emerald, and so would my husband. We would be a double jewel family. You've seen our income disclosure and our pay structure. Our lives would still be changed. And I say all of this to say that I've only been with Plexus for 3.5 years, and most of you have been in Plexus longer than me. So I say this to encourage you to never give up. It is so worth it. Don't you dare give up before your number 76 joins you. It would have been so worth it. Maybe would I have been discouraged? I sponsored 75 people and I'm not Emerald. How is that possible? And then number 76 would have come along and changed everything. You can't tell me Plexus doesn't work until you are working your Plexus business, consistently sponsoring people and bringing them in. And I have seen amazing ambassadors come and go that would be jewels today if they would have not put such an emphasis on the when. It's like a drive from New York to California, where 99% of the journey, you are not there yet. And crazy things happen on the journey, right? You've got bad weather, your kids are driving you crazy, you're eating nasty food, you're going to the bathroom in nasty gas station restrooms, right? But you're gonna get there if you keep driving. And good things are gonna happen too. You're gonna have beautiful scenery and eat some yummy local food and have quality time with your family and see some beautiful views. The same goes for your Plexus business. Commitment is the thing that separates those that are super successful in this business from those that aren't. And here's the thing. Many of you out there, you won't be here next year. You're listening today and you're all in. But when you go home, when no one is looking, and it comes down to it, it requires action. And I want to challenge you to be different and take action. Build belief in yourself, in network marketing, in Plexus. And if you have an attitude of abundance and gratitude, you will be willing to take the action required of you to achieve your next goal. So many people sit around waiting for something to happen to them instead of making something happen for them. This business works 100% of the time that you work your business. I love this quote from the famous football coach Lou Holtz. He wrote a book called Winning Every Day. This quote pertains to how we grow ourselves and our business, and it goes like this. I'm not yet what I want to be. I'm not yet what I ought to be. I'm not yet what I'm going to be. But thank God I'm not what I used to be. And after this convention, after this day, after this breakout session, you will not be the same. You will have acquired skills and grown in your belief of yourself and this company. And really, this is the first day of the rest of your journey. Plexus is stronger because each of you are a part of it. And I believe in you.